What's going on, everybody? We've got a full body workout with our suspension trainers. You might not necessarily look like this. They could be different colors. They could be more of a TRX style one where instead of two straps, it's one that kind of splits off to two. They all function essentially the same. The biggest difference that I've noticed between all of them is the price really only. So we're gonna be hitting our back, we're gonna be hitting our chest, we'll hit biceps, we'll hit triceps, we'll hit a little bit of legs. We'll finish up with some abs and a quick stretch setup, a little bit of a circuit. I've got my water, I've got my towel, you can't see it. Liz has water back there. I would suggest also having the same for yourself. On a couple of the parts of the video, we're gonna need to readjust the height or length of our straps, so you might need to do the same. So if we get to that point, I'll tell you, you can pause the video, adjust them however you need to, and then go on from there. Melissa's basically a pro at adjusting the straps. I'm not super good, so it'll probably go quick when we do it. Maybe it'll take us a long time and we'll have to re-edit the video, I suppose, we'll see. First thing we're gonna start on is push-ups, then we're gonna go to rows, and then we're gonna do a leg exercise that you might have to modify depending on your strength and your flexibility level. The last thing I need to tell you is all of the reps for the first 6 exercises we do are either 14 reps, which is gonna be beginner level, 20 reps, which is gonna be medium, or 24 reps, which is gonna be the most advanced. You can kind of choose how you wanna do it. We're gonna do 14 only just because we're trying to get through the video very, very quickly. We're not trying to get super swole right now. We will do that later. So the first thing you wanna do is track down your area, and we're gonna start with push-ups on our straps first. So as always, what's gonna adjust the difficulty for you is how far back or forward you go on the straps. For push-ups in particular, the more vertical up and down they are, the more difficult it's gonna be. If you go way, 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 way forward, it's gonna be obviously a lot easier. Adjust your difficulty accordingly, and don't be afraid to kind of change your footing to keep pace with us so you can adjust the difficulty level that way. Push-ups for 14, I'll keep track of them for you. Let's bang them out. That first one kind of hurt a little bit. I'll be totally honest with you. 3, 4 of 14. Make sure you're breathing. 6, 7, halfway if you're doing 14. 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The next thing we're gonna do, you can start adjusting your straps. The next thing we're gonna start doing is rows. For us, our straps are really, really long, and it would be a little too easy for us, and we would probably be outside of the frame. So we're gonna make our straps shorter. If you need to do the same thing for your rows, probably wanna pause the video now and do it. We make our straps shorter. We make sure they're even. You don't wanna have one weird arm. Make sure they look good there. How are yours looking?
Pretty good.
All right, we're rowing for 14, so similar to last time. The more you walk forward now that your straps go to vertical again, the more difficult it's gonna be. So we're gonna do another 14. I'll kind of go in the middle right here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So when you're rowing also, you wanna keep your back nice and flat, and don't let your booty dip down on each one. You wanna keep that back flat. 4, 5. Pinch your shoulder blades together. 6, 7. If you have a mirror in front of you like we do, make sure you're in the good light like I am. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. All right, we're gonna do leg exercises, and we're gonna do pistol squats. These are really, really difficult. We're gonna do 14 of them alternating. Remember, you can do 20 or 24. What the motion ideally looks like is this. One leg is out. I go all the way down, full range of motion, up, and then I switch sides. If your range of motion is only about to right here, that's okay. What you wanna think about is pushing your butt way back. Try not to use your arms too much on the down part, and only use your arms really to pull yourself up if you need to, because ideally, you know, if I'm just doing fingertips, I'm gonna do an entire pistol squat by myself. But if I'm struggling a whole bunch, it's way down there, I'm stuck. I literally cannot ever move again. Then I can use my arms to pull myself up. So that's what essentially the straps are doing for us. It's a modification to help us learn to get the flexibility and the requisite strength for our pistol squats. So both hands on your straps. I'll count out 14, even though I've already done a few, and we will alternate from there. Let's have right leg out first. 3, 2, 1. Nice and low. 1, 2, 3. And breathe in. 6. You like pistol squats or no?
I do.
I love pistol squats. 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, last one, and 4. Awesome. So we did big muscle groups, chest, back, and quads. Now we're going to turn around the other direction. We're going to hit some arms. First we're going to hit triceps, the back of your arms. So you're going to walk forward here, lean into it, bend those arms behind your head, and think about trying to push up away from your body. We're going to count 14 of these. 3, 2 if the straps aren't all up in my face, which I guess they will be. 2, 1, here we go. 14. And I'll give you updates. 2, 3, remember you can do more. 4, and lean with your hips. You don't want your butt up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn around the other direction. And remember, if you need to adjust your straps on any of these, pause the video, adjust it, and go from there. So when you're doing these curls, imagine your arm is out straight and it's laying on a table. We obviously can't go through the table, right? So you're curling up above your head. This is a row. That's back. This is a curl. That's biceps. So it's here above your head. This is kind of a complicated motion. It doesn't seem like it. I'll explain this to clients. They'll say, I understand, I understand, I understand. And their first one, they row. So something to think about. All right. Arms on the table. 3, 2, 1. And then curl it up above your head. We both did it correctly in the first one. That would have been terrible. We would have had to restart the video.
That's a lot of pressure.
5, yeah it is. 6, 7 of 14, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, almost done. 3, all the way back out straight, and 4. Awesome. So now we hit big muscle, big muscle, big muscle group, big muscle group, big muscle group, small muscle group, triceps, smaller muscle group, biceps. And now we're going to do pop squats on the straps. So what it is you're going to go nice and low, and then you're going to jump up. However high you feel comfortable. If you're like, man, I can jump so high, you should be getting way up there. If you are somewhere where you can't be loud because somebody's sleeping or you just don't want to, just a little jump, tiny bit. We're counting for 14. Ready? 3, 2, and I'll go medium pace. 1, let's go. Not because I want it to look easier for the video, just because I'm tired. 2, 3, whatever range of motion is good for you is fine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Awesome. So we got all our big muscle groups done. We got all our smaller muscle groups done. What we're going to do now is a round of plank and 2 stretches. We're going to adjust our bands down now. So grab your straps. Perfect. And what does plank look like? We're going to do 1-minute rounds of all this. So we're just going to go here, and we're going to hang out basically for 1 minute. Uh-oh.
And a little more.
Sweet. All right. 1 minute here. I'll watch the time for us, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1. All right. So what are we thinking about when we do our plank here? A few things. Like I was talking before, the more vertical your strap is, the more difficult the exercise becomes. So I can use that to adjust my difficulty. Next thing I want to think about is if my butt's going way out walk further forward to make it easier, because you want to have that nice flat back, so I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. The other thing I like to tell people, especially on these straps where they're separate, I like hands together to create a little bit of a frame, and I like the strap, if you can see, is off my shoulders. Here's off my shoulders, 15 seconds. Here's on my shoulders. This is a lot easier. So I like it right here. 10 seconds and you have 2 stretch runs and then you are all done for your first time through. Sounds amazing. Also amazing for me because I'm really hungry. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. We have 2 last things to do here. We're gonna put our straps back up again. Pause the video if you need to make them shorter, but you should be okay. We're gonna do a chest stretch, and then we're gonna do a shoulder and back and kind of hip stretch, and then we're all good to go. So we'll wait for Melissa to get her straps ready. There you go, almost there. Awesome, okay. You're gonna take your straps. If you need to adjust them after you see this, pause the video. You're gonna go out nice and wide, and you're just gonna lean into it with nice straight arms to try to pin your shoulders behind you. And we'll start our time right here. It's basically like baby's first iron cross if you ever watch gymnastics. Except we're not supporting our body weight and we're on the floor. So it's a lot easier. So for me, I'm thinking about abs tight, shoulder blades pushed back behind me, and breathe. If that's way too of an intense stretch for you, bend your arms a little bit and just walk forward to take some of that tension off. The further back you go, and the more you lean into it, the more intense the stretch becomes. And like for me already, this is a pretty good stretch. If by good means painful and therapeutic. More like a deep tissue massage, less like a pedicure. 10 seconds, which are actually both nice. Abs tight, retract your shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, 1 in time. We can keep our straps right there. We're gonna go around, we're gonna face the other direction. Now when you do this stretch, you're gonna have to kind of adjust where you're standing, because what you wanna do is find whatever range of motion is comfortable for you. So for me, I can get my butt basically all the way down here, and I want it to be pulling through my back and my shoulders. So I kind of lean into it, I go right there, and then I find my spot for my stretch. So find your spot, we'll start in 3, 2, 1, all right, let's go. Take it nice and deep, and then find your stretch. You can adjust wherever it's comfortable, and you want it to be pulling your shoulders open. You know, if my range of motion is a little bit more limited and I'm here, that's still good. This actually gives me a little bit more of a shoulder stretch this way than going as far forward as Melissa is. And hopefully it makes my butt look good. And breathe. Retract those shoulders again, pulling your lats, stretching all that meat. Looks like we got about 20 seconds. You know, if you need to take a break because you're like, wow, that's a really intense stretch, take a break, shake it off, and then back down. About 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. All right. So we got through a whole bunch of stuff. We did full body on the straps. We did triceps and biceps and squats, and Melissa and I stretched and you stretched. What I would suggest right now, get a drink, grab a little towel break, chill out for a second, restart the video, and you can go through a second, third, fourth, fifth, however many times you really want to. Like if you literally go through it 5 or 6 times, I would like you to message me and like tell me, because I will be impressed and I will send you a nice text message props. So amazing job. Full body on the suspension trainers. Eat healthy. Have a great day. And I will see you when we do our next suspension trainer video. Thank you so much.